Hello, Libras. Oh my gosh, welcome. What a crazy time. Sorry if I've gotten this in late for you guys. I usually have them a couple of days ago. But we are in Oregon and the fires have sure been playing around with everybody. So bear with me, and I apologize for being late with your readings this week. But we are actually doing a reading for September 14th through the 20th for you Libras. Woo! Boy, that one wants to pop out, huh? So let's see what we've got going on. Yeah, boy, is that true. I don't know what part of the world you're in, and I hope everybody is safe wherever they are. Especially if you're in Oregon or Washington or on the West Coast in California, a lot of major fires. So just praying for your safety and everything. So let's get started here. So we've got actually the first card out, and this is for the energies. For those of you that are brand new, welcome. The oracles I'm pulling is for the energies for the week of the 14th through the 20th. Now remember, we are in a retrograde, Mars retrograde. So when we pull these energies, you might want to keep that in the back of your mind. And since we're doing this reading between the 14th and the 20th, you also might want to keep in mind that there's a new moon on the 17th. So that makes for new abundance, new things coming in after the 17th. But before the 17th, it's a lot of releasing, a lot of letting go, a lot of just getting rid of the old stuff, making room for the new stuff, that kind of thing. So just keep in mind those two things in the back of your mind, because energies change, especially around a new moon, a full moon, and definitely in this retrograde. Now, if you haven't watched the Mars retrograde reading, I strongly suggest you do that, only because that the Mars retrograde is here for 3 months, and it is a doozy. And you can already see it with the fires and everything that's going on. And things were already heating up a couple of days before it came in, and it is a powerful retrograde. So I'll post that up here somewhere so that maybe you can just hit that link and go on that afterwards. But let's get started. So we've got strength out. And strength, we're going to need a lot of strength in this retrograde. And for Libras, let's see what we've got going with that. So this can be also internal strength. It can be external strength, physical strength. It could be emotional strength. And it's going to be a lot of strength in this is going to be communicative strength, be knowing when to hold your tongue and when to allow your tongue to speak, because in this retrograde that we're in, it's a lot about communication, conflicts, a lot of bickering, a lot of a disagreement, a lot of stuff like that. And then on the other end, it could also be very sexually heightened kind of time too, because Mars is a warrior planet. Warrior planet is actually very much about creating animosity, anger, violence, that kind of stuff. So that's why this strength is going to be really important for you guys. That's the main energy. I'm surprised there wasn't another one, but we'll come back and see if the divine wants me to pull any more oracles. But I definitely can see this happening. So for those of you that are brand new to, just understand that I am an intuitive empath, and everything comes through either hearing messages, I call them plot thoughts, energies, vibrations. So any of this reading is basically not me doing it. It is the divine sending whoever. So if you hear me say thank you, that is to whoever is coming through, to just acknowledge them and to say thank you. So let's get going and see what kind of strength we're going to need. I've already, it's amazing once you study a little bit more about astrology, numerology, and those kind of things. You can see it before it even starts. Let me try a different deck first. I'm not getting these cards. I had energized, but with the fire, the window was open, and they actually all started bending really funny. So I was like, ah. So let me see what we're going to do here. But just so you know, everybody here is safe. Got a lot of friends that actually are evacuated on the east side of Portland. We're on the west side, but there has been fires over here. So just know that if you're in Oregon or around Oregon, we are at least safe, and I'm praying for everybody else's safety as well. You got to bless those firefighters. Holy Toledo. I mean, I want to go and hug every single one of them. It's crazy. I wouldn't want to be there. Okay, so yeah, this would make sense. So the Fool is coming straight out of the chute, and with the Fool, this is a new beginning, something starting, something, and we're going through a purging phase. As far as a lot of life things going on in the United States, and also with people, this is a purging stage. It's time for something refreshing, something new, something to begin. And again, when the new moon comes in this week, that's the time that is going to do that. I get goosebumps already. I get it. Thank you. So this is a purging time before the 17th. So get ready for something new, refreshing. And if you look at the his hand there, you see the white flower. White flower is purity, something pure, something new, something, kind of thing. So be really, really mindful of what you're planting. So this is a time with the waning moon and things to be planting this next week prior to the 17th. What do you want to come to fruition? What do you want to happen in your life? What do you want to prioritize? Start planting those seeds, because you're actually going to grow those. Now, if you're full of anger and all that kind of stuff and bitterness, you're going to sow that. And so you got to really change all that kind of stuff. So let's see what else we have. So the strength is, I think in the very beginning, is to, thank you for allow yourself to start something new, something fresh, something that is coming to light. Yes, whatever that is. All right, so let's see. Yeah, there's going to be Ace of Cups, an offering. So it's maybe an offering of the cups is of the heart. So maybe there's an offering of peace. Maybe somebody wants to have a peace offering. Maybe you've been conflicted with somebody that they are trying to come and be articulate and talk to you. It's going to take strength, because forgiveness takes strength. Somebody is going to offer you that, whether that's for you to offer them or them to offer you. So if you're needing to forgive somebody, this is the time to do it. Pull you in that strength and go and ask them for forgiveness. We all make mistakes. We all make boo-boos. We all have those kind of things coming in. So it's a good time to do this, because again, on the opposite side of Saturn right now opposite side of Mars is Saturn. Well, Saturn is sort of the low-keyer planet. So while Mars is getting all this kind of stuff, then Saturn's sitting there saying, hey, just take it easy. Just take it easy. It's not that big of a deal. Where Mars is like, no, I'm going to do this, and has that negative energy kind of thing going on. So this card here is for somebody. Now, remember, as an intuitive reader, I'm going to have many scenarios here. So if you check out before I even get going, then you're missing out probably on your reading, because as intuitive, I'm getting everything coming in very quickly. So if I speak quickly, I'm really sorry, but I get so many messages coming in or vibrations coming in that each scenario, and I'll let you know when it's probably a different scenario, but this scenario, somebody needs to forgive somebody, or somebody wants to ask forgiveness, and it is going to take strength on either part. So you're going to actually have to do that. So we really need to have that strength to do that. All right, so something new also. So it could be the beginning of something here for another person. Okay, could be the beginning of another person for something for that. And we'll see what that is. So an offering, something brand new, an offering, something of love, maybe peace. So again, we need that peace in our life for these next 3 months, because the retrograde's here for 3 months. months, September, October, well, 2.5 months, October, November. Yeah. So this offering that is being given is actually one that is thought about. Now, for this person, though, who's thinking, they're thinking in the negative manner. So somebody is thinking more of the negative outcomes of whatever this is rather than the beautiful, positive things that it has to offer. So you'll need to actually retrain your brain to think more positive, because if you don't, you see the offering there, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it completely. Yeah, you're going to miss it completely. We have Temperance. Temperance is all about balance. Again, we're talking about balance in a positive, negative manner, or we're talking about spiritual versus earthly manner. And the thing with Temperance right now during the retrograde and getting ready for the full moon is we need to think more about the spiritual versus the mental aspect, because when you're looking at spiritual, you're thinking about your intuition, and with the intuition, that is where spirit comes from. That's truth. So we are actually wanting to know more about truth than we are going to know about what is untrue. So, hi, welcome. Please, I hope you enjoy. Just pop in if you have a question towards the end. I'd be happy to answer it for you, but only until the end. But the thing is with a retrograde and the balance is that we need to make sure that it's truth. Okay, because here's the thing, Libras. In the retrograde, there is going to be fact or fiction. There's going to be fantasy or reality. And these are the things that you really need to focus in on during this time until November 13th is the facts, not the fiction. We got reality versus the fantasy. Really keep in your mindset whenever you're on social medias, whenever you're talking to somebody, just, is this facts? Where are the facts coming from? Where is the research coming from? Where is this coming from? Now, if you're speaking to someone, whether a coworker, a lover, whatever, and there's anger growing, step back. Ask them, okay, that's your perspective, because that's their truth. Whatever their perspective is their truth. This is my truth. So in the Mars retrograde, it's so huge. That's why I'm saying to go watch the Mars retrograde reading, because it's so huge, because there's going to be so much arguing and fighting because people don't want to look at the truth. They don't want to look at the facts. And Mars is saying, yeah, don't look at the facts. Don't. Whereas Saturn's turning around saying, please just mellow out, just think about this for a second. Whereas Mars is like, no, I want them to fight. I want them to conflict, and that's what the energies are for this week. So you don't want to miss out on any of this at all. You want this temperance. You want this balance between spirit and earth, your head. Don't let your head think. Let your spirit think. All right. So let's see what else. So we have something new, and it's something creative as well. So this is a good thing. But it's all about the heart. Oh, that's too many cards. I hate when they do this to me. But, yeah, okay. That's what they say. I will go with it. So we have the Two of Cups, and then we have the Sun, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, we have a lot of offerings coming up here. So we have not only career. This looks like it's a whole picture for somebody. Now, this is a different person. This is a whole picture for somebody. Somebody's being offered something that is actually very playful, very fun. It's of the heart. It's of the career. And career could be money. It could be like if you're going to school, you're focusing in on your career kind of thing, something for your future job. There's a gate there that is actually asking you to go through. Take that gate, take that something. But we also have somebody else involved. So the Two of Cups, a lot of people say, oh, lover's card. It's really, it could be, but this could be somebody that you're really connected with. So this could be a really close friend. This could be, you know, maybe a relative. It just means that two people are involved that have more of a knowledge of each other. So whatever this offer is, whatever you're thinking about, don't overthink this. Don't overthink this. So that is coming about, and the sun again is a very good new energy. It's also an energy of innocence. Now we got innocence with the sun here, but we also have innocence if you look at the flower being white. So there's innocence, there's playful, there's joyful. So I'm getting somebody's really, really serious, too serious, and the offering of just lightening it up a little bit. So that's now for a different person as well. It could be all the same person, but these are things that I'm getting through. So somebody is too serious. Somebody needs an offering of lightening up, something of maybe even just, you know, some travel, some fun, just, you know, to get, because there's no balance in their life. Whoever this is, there's no balance. It's like, gosh, they're always serious. They're always just working hard. They're not enjoying life. They're surviving. They're not living. And so somebody is coming alongside saying, hey, let's do this. Let's just go have some fun. Let's take a breather. Let's enjoy. And there might be something to do with, you know, the finances in that, because there always is. There's finances to travel or do anything, but there's a lot of things for free. So don't make that a negative. And for whoever that person is out there that keeps thinking negative and overthinking things, because you limit yourself in life, because there is a lot of fun, fun, little childish behavior, a little playfulness there. All right. So let me see what else we've got here. See if these cards are ready to... The energies have been sort of like stubborn today. I don't know what the deal is. I'm like, I can get it. I get it. Thank you. So it's like, you know, they don't want to come through because of all the stuff coming in. There's a lot of conflict trying to hold them down. A lot of negative energies, a lot of vibrations that are trying to keep them down. And that's Mars. That's Mars. So I just say, hey, you know what? Come on through. Come on through. All right. Let's see what else Divine has to share. So Divine, you have three different elements or three different situations here. You got one that's being offered some love and peace, maybe some balance back in their life. Somebody's definitely depressed, not thinking about it, too focused on the problem. Okay, thank you for that. Somebody's too focused on the problem and they need to focus more out. I'm not sure who that's for, but I just heard they're focused too much on the problem. Okay, thank you. That would make sense. So they're focused on too much of the material world. Now, we're in Oregon all on fire, and a lot of people are losing their homes, their material stuff. And this could also mean that they're worried about their savings, anything that they built for themselves financially, that they're worried about, which is understandable, was really understandable. But however, material things can be replaced. People cannot. You know, people cannot. So in that sense, holding on to it. Now, remember, we're in the third quarter, the waning moon. I think, I can't see it because of the smoke is so bad. But the thing is, we're in the third quarter, heading towards the fourth quarter to the new moon. Release, 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 release. So if this is what you need to do, release, release, release. Because that is really, really something is time, because you got to make room. You got to plant that seed. Oh, you know, I need to get rid of this so that I could have this, or I need to think about getting married, so we're going to be together, so maybe I won't need this anymore, something to that fact. Again, for somebody, there's a lot of conflict and there's a lot of standing your ground. Again, here's the time in the retrograde where truth comes in. Remember, I said they're standing up for their boundaries. They're standing up for what they believe in. They're standing up for their truth. That's what this is about. And they're trying to hold up their integrity. They're trying to hold up their morals and their values and things like that. Do it. Keep doing that. This is the Hangman, where their insight, and this is This is upright, so this is a good thing. So your intuition and your insight of what really is happening around you, follow that gut feeling, because if you're doing this and you're focused in on your problem and your problem only, then you can't have this. You can't have a hangman. You are not going to see the whole big picture because you're so focused on one thing. You need to actually focus in on everything around you, like the hermit, be able to watch and see, and then you filter what you want and then you filter what you don't want. But you got to, whoever's negative, get out of this and turn it around and actually become the hangman, so that you can actually visually see. Because the hangman, you're going to know with the hangman when and who to back off with in this next week in your speaking, and who you're just going to say, you know what, it's not worth it. This is not worth it. I'm going to agree to disagree. And the insightfulness of the hangman is going to show you that. Yeah. So, all right. There is going to be a lot of different scenarios here, just because there's such an uncertainty in this month of September. And because it's carried over from August. Woo! And like I said, it's going to be carried over until the end of the year, especially in the end of November 13th. So we have the 10 of Wands. Again, we have that person who is negative, who keeps saying, I'm carrying the burden. I'm tired of carrying the burden. Why don't you help? Why don't you get off your lazy butt? That kind of thing. And they're not seeing the whole picture. They're not seeing the perspective of somebody else and what their journey is. They're just thinking about their own, and how, that's bad communication. It's just like, okay, why don't you get off your butt? You're not doing anything. Well, in the other interim, and sorry to say this, why don't you tell them what you need, what you want, what communication you want? If this is a relationship, a love affair, or even a relationship, you yourself has to work on telling what your needs are, telling what you want, because in this retrograde, it's going to get worse if you don't start telling what you want, you need, you love, and all that kind of thing. Hi there, Cami. Welcome. So we also have, here we go back to the love, somebody's offering of love. We have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is coming in with a message. It's coming in with, again, we have the love piece. We've got the joyful. Where's our sun? Where did our sun go? We've got our sun. This is an offering of love and peace. This is something that is going to be offered, and it's playful, it's light. You got to give yourself the opportunity to be light and playful. Allow that. Somebody's way too serious. Somebody is way too serious. He is using you. You're letting him use you. You got to stop that. That's you. That's you. You've got to stop that. You have the power to stop that. And in this retrograde, you can stop it. So this here is an offering of love. And the thing is that the offering of love is a message coming in. Now, if that message has already come in, I'm not quite sure. But if this message is of this week, or if it's message coming in, and this is an offering. This is a message. It could be through a text. Somebody's playing around. Now, there's a thing called not even a man boy, or there's a grown girl. So the thing is, with a man boy, they like to play games. Oh, beat around the bush kind of thing. And I was thinking about doing this. I have a friend that does that. Drives me nuts. He goes, yeah. I'm just checking in. Ha, are you free? Ha, yeah, free for what? Ha. And he plays and he jokes around. That's the pain he's hiding behind. But this person could be either texting, emailing, or doing what? And the thing is that they don't know how to come out and directly say it. That's what drives me nuts. But whoever this is for this, they don't know how to come out and directly say it. They don't have a clue. So don't let them beat around the bush. You're the one that has to train them. You know what? I'm grown up. I'm a grown woman. You want to ask me out? Ask me out. If you can't ask me out directly, we ain't going out. Grow up. kind of thing. You know what I mean? But if there is playfulness in it, and that's okay. It's just say, hey, I was thinking about asking you out. You wanna go out, or maybe not, Okay, that's playful, not a problem. But and that they're asking you out. They're just shy. They're fearful. They're insecure. And that's what's going to be happening big time in this retrograde. Uncertainty is huge in the retrograde. So just remember when that message comes in or somebody asks you to do something, it could be fun. And if it's for this negative person who's in here, you need to turn it around to a positive. If it comes in, say, yeah, why not? Rather than saying, no, you know what, and making an excuse and this and that, you'd need to nip that in the bud and not make an excuse and say, you know what, that would sound like fun. I do want to go out. Be mature about it. Because the last card out is the Emperor. And the Emperor, what is the Emperor about? He is all about wisdom. He's all about confidence. He's all about stability. He's all about everything that a dad or a mature figure, a teacher, a mentor, or whatever. And he's telling you, have some fun. Also, not only have some fun, be really, really mindful, because what you're trying to do is get through. Remember, our key energy for the week for Libras is strength. So we've got strength in somebody who's being negative that needs to turn that round into a positive. They need to start thinking every time they're going to say something out of their mouth negative to turn around to a positive. We got another person that doesn't know how to have fun, needs to have strength enough to allow themselves to have some fun, to relax, to enjoy. We've got somebody else that is bickering, that is actually not even looking at an offering that they are being given because they're too focused in on the problem. They're too focused in on the problem. They're too focused in on, being right and not worrying about being right. And they're not listening to the insightfulness. So then we have another person here that actually is just hanging on to everything, that actually they just want to hold on to the material parts. Now, again, this person could be a little conflicted because this person wants to hold on to stuff. But the other aspect of that is there's some things like your 401k, your savings. As you get older, you're like, yeah, well, I've worked so hard to get this. Those kind of things are common sense. Yes, you need those things, but I'm talking about material things. When we're going through this huge fire here in Oregon, so many people lost their houses, and the thought of a lot of people on the news is, you know what, that can be replaced. My family cannot. Those kind of things, this mentality during the retrograde is going to be really important for you guys. All right, but here we go. We need to go with wisdom. Where does wisdom come from? Wisdom comes from the spirit. Wisdom does not come from the head. Really, that's earthly knowledge. Wisdom comes from the intuition of knowing what you as a person want, how you should be, how you should act, how you should be yourself, how the Creator made you to be. And that takes a lot of strength, because a lot of people out there are living for somebody else. They're being somebody else's journey in life. They're not being their own journey in life. They're not walking in truth, and they're not walking in facts. That is not you. This is you. And that's what the retrograde is trying to say, is it needs to be with you. There is somebody out there for every single person that is to be standing by you through this process. They're there. They're just waiting for you to make the move. And again, I don't know what's going on, but I have so many goosebumps right now. This is not me. This is the divine. I'm just the conduit. I'm the messenger. But here's the thing. We need to relax, and we need to have fun. We need to allow that joyous side to come back. We need to remember that this earth can all go away, but the most important things are without to be seen. Memories, love, light. Can't see them, but they're the most important things to us. All right, Libras, what a reading. Now, if anybody has a question, I'd be glad to answer that towards the end here. What a reading. I can't express enough. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll see when I'm on live. And go back and see the retrograde reading that I did, because this is powerful. I haven't had the divine talk to me more in my life about planets, about energies, about solar systems, about numerology, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I'm getting overloaded a lot of the times. But go back. And if you are subscribed, thank you. Appreciate it. Bring a friend, like, share, help like that. Brand new channel. So I would love for that for you guys. Hopefully this was a good reading for you. And again, I do these weekly. Most of the time they are live. I am later, and I apologize again, Libras, and I got Geminis that are late just because of the fires and focusing in on packing up our house in case we get evacuated and stuff like that. So let me go to maybe a question if yours on here. So I've got okay. Cami, you got a lot going on, girlfriend. You got a lot going on. Do you have a coach? Do you have somebody who is a coach to help you get through this? You can move. There's resources out there. Oh yeah, and he's very young. Need to go. Bye-bye. There's too many men out there that would love to have you in their life. So too young. I'd say even five years. Being a life coach for life balance coach and health coach. That's not a healthy relationship to be in, and you shouldn't have to walk on eggshells. You're sad, but you know what? You have to look at the outcome, when you leave, and how much release you're going to get, and how much you're going to be happy and proud of yourself for doing that, because that's saying you love yourself more than you love him, and you love your kids more than you love him. So that's not something that you really want to play with. Stay in. Time to go. And a move. You know what? This is a good time to move. Like I said, the new moon coming in the 17th. Time for new things. Plant that seed. Get those new beautiful things, fresh things. It looks, like you've got a fresh start. You could have a new fresh start. Something that your nerves and your stress level will definitely drop. But 38, 25. I like, again, being a life coach. If you want to email me, please do so. But you really probably want to get a coach to help you through that, or get somebody who's an accountability partner to say, I need to move. Keep me accountable to move, and get somebody on your side to get you moved. Yeah. And let's see. I don't know if there's anybody else out there with a question, but well, people, as a life coach, again, people use narcissist way too much. If it's not been diagnosed as narcissist, it probably is just more somebody who's selfish, more into themselves. Doesn't mean that they're a narcissist. Unfortunately, a lot of people throw that word out way, way, way too much. So anyway, so if they're, just email me if you don't have a coach or you need some information. Get Balance 2020 on the bottom there, or you can email me here at Divine Warrior Intuitive. I don't mind. I'm here about helping people. It's free. It's all free for you guys. So any of those Get Balanced videos too are also free. Those are videos on your mental thought process. It's about sometimes about abuse, about your spirituality, about health, nutrition. All those are free. So if you just log on to Get Balanced 2020, some of those videos might help you out, give you the courage. Or I'm on Facebook at Get Balanced 2020, and you hear lots of inspirational stuff. Divine Warrior Intuitive is a subsidiary of that. But because a lot of people don't want or need the spiritual part, I think it's the most important part. But a lot of people don't want that. So I keep one sort of a separate from the other. So, and plus some people just don't understand tarot and they think it's all of the devil, which it is not. So anyways, so I wish you the best. Drop in anytime. Please bring your friends, and also say hello. Please subscribe. Hit the bell. You'll know when I'm on live, because I'm on live a lot. Even with some of my spiritual growth videos, I'm on live. And I would love to see you guys on there. Tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're coming from. Tell me what state or country you're in. I would love to know. But right now I'm going to go, because I have to do Gemini next, because I'm a little behind. Take care of yourself, Cammie. Keep praying to the divine. Keep praying to God. He will get you moved. You need to move. All right. Talk to you soon.